With the White House announcing proposed tariffs that could be implemented on South Korea and Japan, we sit down with Journal reporter Kylie Garcia to discuss how the implications of those tariffs could be felt right here in Albuquerque. Michael Perry, a Chavez County commissioner and former Game and Fish Department official, has launched a Republican bid for New Mexico land commissioner. Albuquerque has lifted stop work orders on 2 internet providers that were previously halted due to numerous resident complaints. Bob Ledoux has been named the new director of the Quantum New Mexico Institute and will start this position in August. And State Senator Michael Padilla will host his 13th annual job fair on Wednesday at Rio Grande High School. From the Albuquerque Journal, this is the leading news. I'm Gino Gutierrez. It's Tuesday, July 15th, and I'll have more on those stories in a few moments, plus a look at Albuquerque's weather forecast on the other side of this break.
This episode is brought to you by the Kirtland Partnership Committee. For 30 years, we've been dedicated to supporting, growing, and preserving the Kirtland National Security Complex. We work tirelessly to enhance military readiness, foster community partnerships, improve quality of life, and promote economic development right here in New Mexico. Join us in our mission to ensure that Kirtland remains a cornerstone of national security and a key provider of quality jobs and investment for all of Greater Albuquerque. Together, we can make a powerful impact. Kirtland Partnership Committee, proudly shaping the future of our national security for 30 years.
Businesses here in Albuquerque are preparing as President Donald Trump's trade war targets Korean and Japanese imports. With more on the implications of what this might mean, I'm now joined by the Journal's retail and real estate reporter, Kylie Garcia. Kylie, thank you so much for joining me.
Of course, thanks for having me.
So Kylie, your story that was featured in today's Journal really talked about these proposed tariffs that the White House has announced that really is going to target some Asian trading partners, in particular South Korea and Japan. Can you give us a little bit more insight into what exactly is being proposed?
Yeah, so they haven't been implemented yet. They've been proposed. These countries, their leaders have until August 1st to make a deal with the U.S. before 25% tariff rate are applied to Japan and South Korea. He informed these leaders of these new proposed tariff rates via letter, and he also sent many other letters to many other countries and U.S. trading partners in hopes of establishing better deals between the U.S. and its trading partners.
And Kylie, if these tariffs were to get implemented, it would have far-ranging effects, even right here in Albuquerque. And your story really explores that part, looking at local businesses here that have imports that are coming from these Asian countries. What did you find out exactly about the impacts they might face?
Yeah, so I found that just the 10% baseline that Trump had established back in April, that shifted things to where suppliers and importers had to adjust their prices. And so local businesses started getting letters from their suppliers saying that they have to raise prices because the cost of importing goods has risen, especially for these particular countries. And so therefore, these businesses had to adjust their pricing models as well.
And Kylie, one local business here in particular that you focused on was Monaco Market, which imports mostly from South Korea and other countries. What did they tell you about what they might have to do if these tariffs come to pass in order to retain customers and stay in business?
Yeah, so the creative director of Monaco Market told us that they were not planning on increasing the prices, even if these new proposed tariffs go into effect and increase prices for their suppliers. They said that they are not planning on increasing their prices anymore just because imported goods and snacks and things that they're selling, the products they're selling are already expensive as is. And so they basically just said, we're just going to eat up that cost because we want to keep things as affordable as possible for our customers.
And Kylie, let's zoom out a little bit to the global scale. Have the leaders of Japan or South Korea had any reaction to these proposed tariffs?
So it seems that the leaders have responded by saying that the rates that they've received are regrettable. EU trading partners said that they're absolutely just not workable, but they said that they are willing to and are currently still in negotiations. So it seems that it has upped the pressure a little bit as far as negotiations go, and everyone seems still willing to just reach a deal, but not exactly happy about the proposed rates.
And Kylie, last question for you, and it's one of the more interesting parts of the story. President Trump cited these tariff rates as, quote, far less than what is needed to eliminate the trade deficit. So while these trading partners view these tariffs as excessive, the president is saying they don't go far enough.
Yeah, that has been his stance, since he took office at the beginning of the year. He's felt from the very beginning that the U.S. is getting the short end of the stick as far as its deals with our trading partners. And I think in his mind, he's trying to establish a more balanced and fair trade with our trading partners. And so this is how he's going about it. And for some, it seems a little aggressive, but this is what, in his view, is needed to establish more fair trade with our trading partners.
So still a window of negotiation before these proposed tariffs would take effect, and if they do, the implications could be felt all the way here in Albuquerque. Journal retail and real estate reporter Kylie Garcia sharing the latest with us. Thank you so much, Kylie.
Of course, thanks.
In other headlines from the newsroom, Michael Perry, a Chavez County commissioner and former Game and Fish Department official, has launched a Republican bid for New Mexico land commissioner in 2026. This is a role rarely won by Republicans since 1930. With deep experience in conservation and land access, Perry hopes voters will focus on qualifications over party. He joins a race with 3 Democrats, Matthew McQueen, Jonas Moya, and Juan Sanchez. The seat is open as incumbent Stephanie Garcia Richard is running for lieutenant governor. Perry opposes selling public lands, but supports responsible, lasting revenue generation from land leases. If elected, he vows to hold commercial leaseholders accountable for environmental cleanup. Albuquerque lifted stop work orders on Monday for Easy Fiber and Vexus Fiber, 2 internet providers previously halted due to numerous resident complaints. Issues included damaged yards, blocked driveways, sidewalk destruction, and even a gas line strike by Easy Fiber. City inspectors confirmed that all incomplete work has since been addressed. In response to the problems, the city formed a working group with stakeholders and enacted new construction rules for fiber installations. These include limiting work to regular hours, requiring clean company identification, notifying neighbors in advance, and setting firm complaint resolution deadlines. The goal is to ensure providers act more responsibly and respectfully in residential areas. Bob Ledoux has been named the new director of the Quantum New Mexico Institute, or QNM-1, starting in August, with the mission to position New Mexico as a leader in the rapidly advancing field of quantum technology. Ledoux, an MIT-trained physicist and former energy research program director, says quantum is at a tipping point, akin to where AI was before it took off commercially. QNM-1, a joint initiative of UNM, Sandia, and Los Alamos Labs, focuses on quantum research, education, and innovation. New Mexico's role is gaining national traction, with a regional initiative, Elevate Quantum, recently becoming a semifinalist for up to $160 million in federal funding. Ledoux plans to move from D.C. to New Mexico by August 1st, energized by the momentum and opportunities in the emerging quantum field. And State Senator Michael Padilla, a Democrat from Albuquerque, will host his 13th annual job fair on Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Rio Grande High School. The event will feature over 100 employers offering more than 3,000 job opportunities across various industries and skill levels. Originally launched in response to high foreclosure rates in Padilla's 14th district, the fair aims to connect job seekers directly with employers. Employers such as the state of New Mexico, APS, and Dion's will participate, with some offering on-the-spot interviews. Padilla encourages attendees to dress professionally and bring their resumes. Over 12 years, the fairs help facilitate more than 10,000 hires. The leading news is powered by the journalism of the Albuquerque Journal. If you enjoy hearing all of the stories we share with you here daily, please consider becoming a digital subscriber to the Journal by utilizing the discount code in our show notes. Every subscription helps support local journalism and allows us to provide you with the news that matters to you. Now taking a look at Albuquerque's weather forecast. Today there's a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 3 p.m., sunny with a high near 99. As for this evening, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms does exist before midnight, partly cloudy with a low around 68. To keep up with all the latest news from the Albuquerque Journal, you can visit our website at abqjournal.com. That's the leading news. I'm Gino Gutierrez. We'll be back tomorrow.